In a recent tutorial, I said there was not a free transform tool in Illustrator. Well, there is. I just totally forgot about it. The free transform tool allows you to make transformations of objects and is really handy in certain situations. Generally, you can transform objects just by clicking on it and grabbing the bounding box. You can scale things up and down, squish them together, hold shift to keep them in proportion. There's also a free transform tool. The shortcut key is E. There's a few options to this guy, and we'll talk about a couple of them here. But one of the main ones is you can just transform these objects, whether you rotate it or you pull it from a corner and just scale it up while holding shift to keep it in proportion, or you can skew it. Pretty similar stuff to just grabbing the bounding box, you might think. However, there are some use cases for it. For instance, over here we have text, of course. We have paragraph text. But this text over here, I'm going to zoom in a little. This text over here is a text box. And that means when I scale the edge, the text box changes. This is the expected behavior, that you can scale a text box up and down and the text will wrap and fit to it. But what if I want to take a text box and scale it up in size? Just like I would maybe this piece of text up here, which is called point type, I can just scale up while holding shift, of course, to keep that text from skewing. So to do that with this guy, I need to press E, which is the shortcut key for the free transform tool. Once I have that, I can easily scale this text up just by grabbing a corner, similar to how grabbing the bounding box corner scales up pretty much any other object. Now let's talk about a couple of these other options in free transform. One is called free distort and one is called perspective distort. Free distort allows you to take all of the edges of the bounding box and actually distort them, whereas perspective distort allows you to grab one edge and it will sort of automatically help you with the perspective. Let's take a look at what that means here. So if I grab the rectangle tool and just make a quick square, we can change the perspective of this square pretty easily. Now you could grab one of these anchor points and bring this up and bring this down or move this around like this. But you can actually do it all at once with the free transform tool. So pressing E and then clicking on the perspective distort allows us to grab a corner and move. You can see if you look below there, the bottom anchor point is also going to move. So I can actually perspectively distort the perspective of this shape. Now I screwed something up here because this anchor point did not grab it correctly. Let's see if we can grab it. There we go. So I think what happened there was I actually had a single anchor point selected, so I kind of messed it up. But generally what should happen is that you can just grab an edge here and kind of perspective distort this. So you can see how this square now has almost become the side of like a wall. Or if you actually had two of these squares together, let's go ahead and bring them over and snap them together like that. Let's see if we can grab them both at the same time with the free transform tool. No, but if we grab one square and use that free transform tool and then grab perspective distort on it, then we can distort this square up. We can select this other square. Same thing, free transform, perspective, and we can bring this guy up. And now you can see if I just change the color of this, it'll actually give a good effect. We are starting to actually create kind of a three-dimensional shape. Much, much easier than moving those anchor points individually. And you can see it snap into place. That's very helpful when you have things like smart guides turned on in your view dropdown. Okay, so let's get back to something else. The text in general can't really be free transformed like that with that tool, like the perspective distort. You can grab an edge, but it just isn't going to change the text. What you would have to do, and what I would do, is duplicate it. So hold Option or Alt and create a duplicate of your text. So we keep the original editable text out here. We grab this piece of text and we're going to create outlines. Let's Shift Command O or Shift Control O on your keyboard. That's also up in Type down to Create Outlines, which is now grayed out since we already did it. It will also be found in your Properties panel down here in the Quick Actions. But once we have an actual shape, that's something we can free transform. So we could use that free transform tool, We could grab free distort, which allows us to just move any anchor point around and it will distort the text. Or we can grab the perspective one, which will, pull open the text, or I guess pull up, pull out one side, and it will keep it in perspective, right? You can see how that plane stays in perspective there. And same thing if you wanted to kind of drag it one way or the other, like it's on a floor and going away from you. This is kind of like that Star Wars text, right? So that perspective distort you can use on shapes or compound shapes or groups of elements like that. You just can't use it on editable text. There are other ways to warp text. I think I have a warping text tutorial on this channel, so you can go check that out. However, that is the free transform tool. It has multiple uses. Not only can it transform just like the bounding box, and it can transform anything, even if it's this guy, you can transform him up and scale anything. But also, it allows you to do perspective distort. It allows you to do free distort, where you can just grab any edge and drag any point anywhere. And that's very helpful in scaling, skewing, perspective, transforming your designs here in Illustrator.